Okay, so welcome to the Virtual View 2 show. Yeah, this is I would say part 2 of my love and hip hop reviews. I do have another channel which is the Virtual View show. Unfortunately, I have no idea what the hell happened to that channel. I can't get connected to it anymore. So you know what? I decided we'll start a Virtual View show number 2. And since this is another love and hip hop series, a whole new series, why not start off brand new? So we're gonna go into it. For my subscribers who have switched over here eventually, I'm hoping that you will, because you know how I get down. I want to thank you for your support, and anybody who else comes along, I want to thank you for your support too. But you know what? Fuck all that. Let's get right into this. Okay. I cannot believe what the hell happened at the Love and Hip Hop season 5 episode 17. And let me go ahead and let people know before you start getting comfy and you think you're going to see the Love and Hip Hop show, which, you know, if you have cable, you should have saw it already. And if not, you better Google it and see it, because I'm not finna show you no pictures or any bullshit like that, because I think that's what the fuck got me in trouble last time. Okay, so if you got some ears to listen, hopefully you can listen, because you will not be seeing a puppet show. You know who these people look like. So if you want to see them again, Google it. And I don't mean to come off rude, but I just got to keep, folks prepared and all that and all that. So I can tell you that this Love and Hip Hop season 5 reunion was the most intensified reunion I have ever seen. I mean, this was literally worse than Mob Wives. And, we all know those women don't play. But this was a whole nother vibe. I mean, this vibe was so intense. It was so fearful. It was so filled with anger that I actually felt it from the TV screen. And I can tell you that even though these women sat there with their poker faces on, you can tell that a lot of them were in fear of each other. Not all of them. For example, we know that Jocelyn is not afraid of Mimi. She went after her plenty of times, and I've seen Mimi duck and dive and swim and back up more than enough times, because she knows Jocelyn will give her that work. Okay. But I will tell you one thing, that Jocelyn looks like she may have met her match, and that's with Karen King. I think they call her KC or KK or something like that. Yeah, that yeah. You know what? I'm feeling her. I'm really, really feeling her. I like her. And you know what's crazy is that I didn't really even see the whole show. I think I saw maybe an episode one, maybe an episode or two. But I really didn't really get a chance to sit down and, like dive in and see, what side is what, and what's going on until the actual reunion. And, that's due to the fact we all know about the drama that's been going on throughout the summer with Black folks. So my intention has been more towards that side. But I could tell you that I'm kind of happy that I didn't see the episodes up until the reunion, because, it's not going to be biased. Because I don't even know what the hell has been going on. But I know what I saw at the reunion was a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, resentment, jealousy, envy. I mean, you name it, anger, um, fear, because they have the security guards there. They was checking people's bags. And I'm like, what? I have never seen anything like that. And you know what? I would have expected something like that to go down, like in New York, when they had the New York Love and Hip Hop. But this Atlanta is on a whole nother level. I mean, they was checking people's bags. You heard about what happened in K Michelle. I was happy to see K Michelle. She did come back. So I was happy about that. You know what? K Michelle is a true Pisces, because, unless you know the Pisces character, you would know that they're the type of people when they get hurt, they don't really, how should I describe it? They're okay when a Pisces person gets hurt, they don't really I mean, they react, they cry, they sob, and they really really get depressed, and they deal with their depression. But the whole game plan about a Pisces is, even though they're depressed, everybody is hoping that they'll come out of that depression, that sadness, that pain. Everybody could see the greatness in them, and that Pisces know that they have the greatness within themselves. So it's like K Michelle when she was on the show at first, and everybody was disrespecting her, and she knew what time it was. You could tell that in her mind, what was marinating was success. And she did say, and she did show and prove that the next time these bitches see me, they're going to see me in a very successful position, eating their own words. And that's exactly what K Michelle came back and let bitches know. I mean, K Michelle, like I said, I didn't see all the episodes, but from how I seen her flow on the reunion, it was not too much that she had to say. I mean, the results speak for themselves. Success, hello. It's in your face what you gotta say. So, with that being said, bitches gotta back up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because bitches is like, whoa, yo, this K Michelle did her thing. So what could you say about a fly chick like that? But I'm hearing a chick from Florida. I don't even know her name. I gotta get her name for you. She's saying that she's a little bit disappointed. She thought that K Michelle was, kind of foul because, K Michelle really didn't, hook up with her like that. But K Michelle was saying that she didn't want no drama, this, that, and the third. And you know what? I kind of understand both positions. I understand K Michelle's position and the fact that, she was really hitting it hard with her career. And I mean, the results speak for themselves. I mean, you saw that Michelle did her thing. I mean, she came out with some fly ass records, some music. She did her thing. She was on her grind, and the results speak for herself. So when she said she really didn't want to deal with the drama and she didn't really want to communicate, I don't think it was on no shade level. I think it was mainly on the level of, I got to take care of business. I know folks is going through things, and I really don't want to get involved with it. So I think maybe that's why she kind of like, kind of pulls back. But then, when she heard about the drama and things that had went down, that really didn't make things better. So, I kind of understand, on her perspective, when you taking care of business and, you on your grind, you can't really be, fucking with the streets like that. You can't be fucking with your homegirl who wants to chill all the time and you got things to take care of. You got to be professional. I mean, I saw her on interviews, I saw her doing her thing. So, it's a couple of people, especially if you're not her bestie like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you're not my bestie like that, but you want me to call you like that. You want me to be there for you like that. And then especially if there's drama involved, you're like, nah, maybe I should chill. You cool and all that. I did bring you to Atlanta and I did put you on. And see, that's the thing. And K Michelle's like, okay, whatever, I ain't talked to you or whatever, but yo, remember, I'm the one who brought you to Atlanta. I'm the one who put you on. So off grip, you should have respect for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess Michelle is saying to herself, like, yo, check this out. Jessica, I'm sorry, we couldn't really hook up like that. But, when I wasn't busy like that, I brought you to Atlanta, put you on, hooked you up. Who knows? K Michelle probably even got her to, be on the show. I mean, we don't really know how deep these relationships are, but I can tell you that it's extremely deep. Okay, it's deeper than your basic talking about you behind your back. It's deeper than cheating at this point. And since I'm on the topic of cheating, we all remember when Mimi Force was going through that situation with Stevie, And I guess they were having threesomes or whatever, and then I guess the threesomes, it got out of hand because I guess he was loving the way Jocelyn was throwing it on that ass, that he just got like, I don't know, he was just like in la la land. I guess he started forming feelings. He liked her style, plus it was probably fresh. So he was like, you know what, since you let me do the threesome and you already was cool with that, if we want to slide off, you shouldn't be mad with that. And unfortunately, love developed. She wasn't getting as much attention from Stevie J. Look, we all know the story, and we saw how Stevie J and Jocelyn at that time was in love. Everything was great. You know what I'm saying? And everything was going great, but then we saw the pain of Mimi Force, of how she was hurt because she really did have love for Stevie J. I mean, for goodness sake, she had his child. So that's like a whole nother level. For anybody who has kids that's listening to the show, you all know that it's one thing to be dating somebody, you don't have no kids, he cheats or whatever. You guys, of course, you feel pain. Anybody who gets cheated on, you all know. Anybody who's been cheated on, that there's deep-seated pain there, and there's unforgiveness, resentment, and all kind of depressions, all kind of things that develop from when you are being cheated on. So we all know that that's a real sensitive topic, and I'm hoping that one of these days I can definitely um you know talk about these things. But as I sit here and I look at the whole dynamics of everything that's going on and who these different personalities are, there's some serious issues within all of these people's lives. So when you put that together and you group that into a small group of people who have to work together no matter what, no matter how they feel, even though, they may clash in whatever ways, because maybe somebody cheated on somebody with somebody, or maybe somebody's hollering at somebody, or whatever the situation is, there's a lot of hurtful feelings that's involved. So it's like, with that being said, it's going to be hard to try to sort out somebody else's feelings when you're struggling with your own. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's pretty much what's going on there. So I just have to say that, it was a time when, Stevie J, was dogging Mimi Force out. We all felt sorry for her. And then, she went on with Nico, and she looked like she had a really good affair with Nico. I'm not going to front. I mean, I know this is old news, but I just got to keep it real and let you know that it looks like how she was able to recover from Stevie J and all his drama and his newfound love with Jocelyn was the affair that she had with Nico, whether it was publicized or not. And that kind of like redirected her away from the pain that Stevie J inflicted on her. So I think that the process of her getting over, not saying that, any of them have like a better process, because it looks like Mimi was just as in a much pain as Jocelyn is today. I mean, Jocelyn is in incredible amount of pain. You can see it. I mean, it's very hurtful to see because, she and Stevie J were like Bonnie and Clyde. They did everything together. For goodness sakes, they're both Scorpios. So could you imagine how intense, their love and their passion and whatever else they shared together was? And for them to be at a place like this where, they're not really communicating as they, did back then, it's hurtful for both of them, I'm sure. So, this is just like, it's just, when I look at this, I'm like, I knew that Love and Hip Hop was going to be, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was going to be the shit. I knew that. And I don't know why I didn't pay attention and like see like when it was going to be on so I can be in tuned. But like I said, I was so busy doing other things. But this reunion show, I could tell you, it's probably taken the cake of the whole show because it was so intense and everybody already experienced the disrespect, the disloyalty, the hurt, the pain, the whole kit and caboodle. They all experience it. Now, they have to come back and sit down with each other with still unresolved issues, still unresolved. Because even though they're able to express themselves, they're still going to leave that reunion still hurt, still with things unresolved. And you can tell that folks are going to try to get back at each other one way or another. You know what I mean? So, Mimi, she's sitting there with Carly Red in the beginning. And, you know, Carly Red is sitting there acting like she's found this newfound friend, which is Mimi. And even though she may have found a newfound friend, you could tell that it's not really genuine, because for some reason or another, I get the vibe from Mimi that she doesn't really trust Carly Red. And it's probably because of the past relationships that Carly Red has had with others. And then, Carly Red being the character that she is, we all know how she gets down, whether she's dating somebody or just having a platonic, girlfriend to girlfriend relationship. It always seems like some type of deception is involved in that. And it's like, you can tell that, she's right at the point where she's going to make that really true love connection. But for some reason, it just does not connect. And I'm not sure it's because, Carly Red, she has the shields up. I don't know. She just wants to protect herself to the point where she's not willing to give anybody a chance. That it's just like that connection is never really there. And then we find her again going from friendship to friendship to friendship, relationship to relationship to relationship. And it's like, come on, you had the best relationships. What happened? So if things are not working, you have to ask yourself, why isn't this working? Is it these friends or is it me? So I think that, Carly Red is able to sit down and really examine herself and realize that it may be you, sweetie, and you need to like really put the shield down and like communicate with people. And, just learn to love again. Because I mean, let's face it, Carly Red, they may say what they have to say about her age and this, that, and the third, but we have to admit that she does look great for her age, or even let's even take it out. She looks great. So now that you look great, things are great, try to form some solid relationships, whether that be a relationship with a man getting married, which I don't know what the hell is going on with her and like Jennings. We'll see in part 2, it looks like. Just form something of solid. I mean, I thought you and Jocelyn was getting along. What the heck happened there? Now Jocelyn's trying to blackmail her, saying that, if she doesn't stop, she's gonna like release some kind of information. And then Carly Red is saying that she has nothing to hide. So I mean, I don't know. She has nothing to hide. She has nothing to hide, but it looks like Jocelyn does know that she has something to hide. And whatever is in the envelope, only Jocelyn knows pretty much at this point. So it looks like Carly Red, it looks like she's angry. She probably wants to lash out a little bit more than how she can, but she really doesn't know what Jocelyn has in her back pocket. So she's kind of like, walking on eggshells with Jocelyn. But in regards to saying that somebody's walking on eggshells, it looks like Jocelyn is a little bit in fear of KK. I don't know if they KC or whatever her name is with the poodle, the lady with the poodle. It looks like she is like a little bit, she's pretty much getting checked when she's around that lady. Okay. And I don't know if it's because, KK just don't play. Okay. And she knows that. And it's like Johnson's like, you know what? Even though I know I can get buck wild and wild out, I better, like chill on this one because she don't play. Okay. So that's what I'm getting from Jocelyn and from the lady with the poodle. And I could tell you that the lady with the poodle, I think her name is Casey or whatever. I kind of like her in regards to, I don't really know how to say this, in regards to understanding her position as a mother-in-law or a son who has, I know she has the problems with the baby moms and all that. We all know that. But I mean, with Scrappy and this Bambi situation and the other girl, Betty, I'm like, what the heck is going on there? First of all, how the heck did that even happen? I thought that Scrappy was so in love with Bambi, and now he has googly eyes for Betty. And I mean, nobody really knows if him and Betty had anything to do with each other. It's like they say they didn't, but you don't really know. And it's like, I just don't really know. But you know what? I think that Bambi and Scrappy really and truly do have deep love for each other. I think that they just need some time to, start to trust each other again. Because I think that's what the problem is. I think that, Bambi is really hurt about, Scrappy going out there and looking at other women, especially when she was sitting at the reunion. And, Scrappy said, I guess the journalist, she asked Scrappy, she was like, what do you think about Betty? And then when she said she's beautiful, you could tell that Bambi she was hurt. I mean, she was hurt. Her heart was crushed when he said that she was beautiful. It was like Bambi was like, I can't believe. I mean, then you're saying that after you engage Bambi. Like, I mean, you just don't fucking say it. Don't say shit, okay? If they ask him what you think about Betty, oh, she cool, she's talented, anything but a compliment. Don't be saying that to chicks. And you got your fiance sitting there right next to you. I mean, I could understand you slipping up if your fiance ain't around, but she around and you slipping up like that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, dog, like chill with that. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just so much going on. It looks like a lot of people are hurt. Scrappy's hurt, Bambi's hurt, Betty's confused. Um, and it's so much going on. And then, Stevie J, even though he's really trying to put on that persona that he's not hurt, you could tell that he's hurt. You could tell that he does miss Jocelyn. And when he was sitting at that table, he told her, he said, I love you. And then she was like, well, I don't love you. You could tell that he was hurt. And if he was a woman and the shoes or the tables were turned, even though I don't really see Jocelyn shedding tears, I mean, Jocelyn is crying. I've seen her cry. And I could tell whether she has on a pound of makeup or not, she is in deep pain. Whatever Stevie J has done to her behind her back, she can't forget it. And it's to the point where she feels like that overrides the pain that she has for Stevie overrides the love that she used to have for him right now. I think that's what's going on. But I think that they both feel pain. But I think that what's going on is that they're not able to see because, they're not really able to express, okay, that I'm really, really hurt like this. And I think that they just need to come together, have a good cry and work it out, because I really do believe that Jocelyn and Stevie J kind of do belong together. And however you want to say it, I just see them as, a couple that once they get over their issues, they can fall back deep in love with each other. So like I said, it's so much going on with this show. It was so intense. People were hurt. I saw the pain. And I'm like, I'm just hoping that, after this, even though, we all know that most likely they're going to come back because it was crazy. But I hope that they can get over whatever issues that, have possibly stemmed up during the times that they were together. Jocelyn, I just don't know what to say. I really, really just don't know what to say. I mean, Black love is deep. And I see, Papoose and Remy Ma, they're on this campaign for Black love. But I could tell you, Black love is deep when it's good and it's bad when it's bad. Okay. And I'm like, what I'm seeing here is people that were deeply in love with each other, whether it be Jocelyn, Stevie, Mimi, Stevie, Bambi, Scrappy, or whoever else is involved. I see that a lot of people are hurt, and they have a lot of unresolved issues, and this is what we're seeing. And it's really hurtful. But let's go over Mama D really quickly. In regards to Mama D, why she still constantly has to hook up. I mean, Mama D is constantly trying to hook up Scrappy with somebody other than who he loves. I mean, she's done it to Scrappy's baby mother when he was loving her and he was living with her and he was trying to make things right. It was like she always was trying to introduce him to somebody else. It's like you cannot make somebody love somebody else. I mean, it's bad enough that people hook up off the strength and they can't even, like really control that energy. So I just wish that she would just stay in her place, work on her marriage, love her husband, and leave her son alone. It's like she wants to marry somebody like her son. Like, come on. Let Scrappy live. If he loves Bambi, let him love Bambi. Stop trying to put him in situations where he's going to be lustful and he's going to be like looking in other directions, even though I know that his heart will always be with Bambi. But it's like, come on, don't put him in the situation where you know that there's a good chance that he would, want to go with this person. Let Bambi and Scrappy work things out. So I don't know. I really don't know. I think that, in a way, I think kind of like Bambi's kind of disappointed as well, too, because I think Bambi, she kind of calmed down a lot and she knows it. And it's all because of Scrappy. And it's like, I could tell that, Bambi's upset because, she's like, I calmed down. I could be doing something else. I could be, dating this basketball player or this football player or some other player other than you. And on top of that, you're dogging me. So I don't know about Bambi. Bambi might do a K Michelle on us too. So Scrappy better chill. He better really chill and cherish Bambi. And love her. When you got love, love it. Don't go fighting against love. If somebody wants to love you, love you. And I think that's what the problem is with all these relationships, is that one person wants to love somebody who is not loving them the same. And when you have that type of situation, unfortunately, that's going to develop pain and resentment. And that's exactly what we saw. So I don't think I really have that much else to say. I think I pretty much covered everything except for Kirk and Rashida. They weren't really featured in the reunion, so there's really not much to say. It looks like Rashida still has some bitterness towards K Michelle, and it looks like K Michelle really don't give a fuck, to be honest with you, what Rashida thinks. Because as we all saw, I mean, yeah, Rashida got her little store in the mall and all that, but come on, K Michelle, she's moving weight. And Rashida knows she can't fuck with that. So yeah, that's pretty much what to say in regards to that. It's not really much to say. Who else was I missing? Homeboy with all the baby moms and the kids and shit like that. He wanted to fuck Jessica. I mean, it's a ball of bullshit right there. A ball of bullshit. Drama, unnecessary drama. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessary drama, especially Homeboy, the one who wants to fucking hook up with Jessica Dahmer and everybody in town. I mean, come on. How many more baby moms and child support cases you need to be developed before you be like, you know what? Maybe I need to just chill. And maybe I need to start loving love. And when love represents and presents itself, love it. Don't reject it. And I think that's what the fuck is going on right now. And I think it's fucked up because it's like, look at Stevie J. I mean, he was with Mimi. He was in this passionate love affair with Jocelyn. Now he's with Mimi and Jocelyn is asked out. she's in pain and Mimi is grinning and shit, like, whatever. Mimi got the upper hand automatically because she got a child. And she got that over Jocelyn. So it's like, that betrayal there. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, now that Mimi has strengthened herself and now she's at the position where she don't really need Stevie J, and the love connection is not as deep as she had for him before. Here he comes running back, and now he possibly moved in, and then Jocelyn is out. She's on the dating scene. Doesn't look like she got anything solid going as deep as she and Stevie did. And now she is, it's just a fucking triangle. It's a bullshit triangle. It's a bullshit triangle. So it's crazy. It's really crazy. And I think that when, Jocelyn got into it with the journalist, I think that wasn't coming from a place where, it was personal. I think it was more so coming off from a place where she was filled with rage and pain from what Stevie was putting her through. And, the questions that they was asking her kind of seemed personal, maybe disrespectful, that she lashed out on the journalist like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what happened in that case. So I think that, if they would have had caught her on another time, I don't think that she would have ever got into a disrespectful position with the journalist as she was asking her questions. And then, I think there's a few more things that I did miss in regards to Stevie J when he was sitting down with I don't know the new girl's name. Anyway, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. The one who's dating the king's son. They're asking her, well, did you sleep with Stevie J? And the answer and the reply that she gave, it didn't seem like it was for sure. You know what I mean? Like, only them two know if they slept together or not. You know what I mean? But it was like, I I really don't know. I really don't know what to say. But are we surprised? Because if Carly Red was dating Homeboy, which y'all know who I'm talking about, her man, why wouldn't we be surprised that she would be dating somebody else? Why would it be a shock that she would slide off with somebody else? Especially if her dude slid off with Carly Red. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. So you want them to admit that they fucked? Or if they didn't fuck, or if she did fuck, and then what? I think she has the right to fuck, especially, if her man fucked somebody else, and we all saw that he did. So this whole reunion shit was crazy. And I am like, it was deep. It was so deep. And I'm like, for whoever is feeling pain within the show, I just really, really hope that they can, get some counseling, and feel good again, go back into that space where, you were standing strong and not so overcomes with disappointment and pain where, you're not able to focus, on your goals. And, with K Michelle, I think that's pretty much what she had to do. And like I said, K Michelle, she came back to the show, okay, to show people. Remember me when I was going through that pain, when I got disrespected and I cried out and folks made a joke, okay, and I tried to, form some solid relationships, but motherfuckers was fronting on me. She came back to show folk. And that's why I love the show. So stay tuned for my next review. And welcome back to the virtual view too.